Hi, it's Pam Warwick again. I would like to talk to you about communication element in problem solving, specifically instructional strategies for students to increase their communication skills, specifically in the area of mathematics. Verbalizing and writing are part of most content areas, if not all. They are also a part of most grade levels, again, if not all grade levels. Communicating our thinking and writing and talking is a big part of demonstrating our learning or knowledge level of skills. So when we think about communication, it doesn't just start with K-1-2. It starts in all grade levels or continues. And so we look at this. Why? Why is a great question. At the end of a problem, at the end of a skill lesson, at the end of a problem. Just have students explain why did they make those choices. You noticed I already used this word too, explain. Now, explain your answer is very different from justify your answer. Let's talk about explain just one moment. Yes, tell how you got it. Explain your thinking. Walk me through what you were doing here. Exactly that, nothing more. Let's go over here to justify. And justify, even if we didn't use that word in K-1-2, we can take them through these steps of focusing on why some other answers or solutions were not right. I want to talk to you a minute about justify. It is telling why a number or a strategy or a choice is not correct. This is much like a courtroom to justify not guilty. Notice the next time you watch a law show or a courtroom scene, how the case is built on why this is not possible. My client is what? Not innocent. He's not guilty. Therefore, establishing not guilty, we go through all types of scenarios to say this is why this is not possible. I think you get it now. Explain is just walk me through the simple thinking. Tell me what you did. But justify, a higher level thinking, is I make a decision and then I look at all the other choices and say why those are not possible. These are great questions to build into your instruction. You are already doing number talks, and writing, communicating, and thinking are a natural part of mathematics in a number talk. So we just accentuate, make sure all students have an opportunity to think, verbalize, and communicate. The 3 Reads protocol is also a natural part of communicating. First of all, very importantly, we look at the number and we ask them the meaning of those numbers. Like, is it 3 students, 3 dogs, 3 inches, 3 baseballs? We ask them to clarify what that meaning of the number is. And then the last thing we do in 3 Reads protocol is interpret what the problem is asking us to do. We also clarify vocabulary like how many or quantity or quantifying or how much. And so these are all natural parts of what we already do in class, but now we are very purposeful about making those decisions. I also talked to 3, 4, 5 being about very purposeful about closing their lesson, using a writing and verbalization skill to close that lesson. It's like when I close this, I will do File, Save As. I don't want to lose my time and energy. I've prepared it, and so when you File, Save As, you can retrieve this file. Thinking and closing your lesson is the same thing. You are really building retention. So if you ask a student at the end of your lesson, What would the title of today's lesson be? You're asking them to name a file. Put it in their neocortex so that tomorrow they can retrieve it. You might say, what one thing did you already know? What one thing did we see today that was brand new? These are only just suggestions of how to put all the learning for 20 minutes for a mini lesson or 40 minutes, put it all together and very simple. Name that file. Name this lesson. What's one question that you still have? This also helps them go through an analysis of what they did get and what do I still have some confusing thoughts about. You can have them write a simple sentence. I found the day's solution by, or why did subtraction, for example, not work? Anything that you can do to help students summarize the lesson in a writing format or at least a verbalization format. We are also going to talk about math journaling at another time, but it's also an excellent way for teaching communication. Thank you so much.